We start our story in the country of Rymor, a human kingdom central to the trade of the main continent of Amorsur. The entirety of Rymor is currently coming to the end of a grand 2-week celebration. The reason for this is the competition, a ceremony that aids the king of Rymor in finding his true love and therefore strengthening Rymor itself. After all, as everyone knows, true love is a powerful force, one that can break curses, save kingdoms, and even kill gods. And in these troubled times, Rymor needs all the strength it can get. However, that is not the outcome of this competition. Earlier today, it was announced, prior to the final ball, that the king's true love was not in attendance. While that must be awkward for the nobles, for the public, the celebration on this final day is only a little muted by this failure. Cheers are given for the king and his health, rather than wishing him luck in his new marriage. We find ourselves in a place where one such cheer has just gone up, a prosperous tavern called the Frightful Knight. A musician has just finished a song chronicling the life of the king's parents, and as the final note is struck, the tavern erupts into shouts of praise and hope that this king's rule will be as prosperous as his forebears. So, everyone, what are you doing in this tavern?
Drinking.
Do I think this musician is going to leave anytime soon?
Well, this musician has left the stage. You can take
Oh,
the
cool.
stage.
I'm going up there.
Okay, so you go up, roll me a performance check.
About the quality of the old fashioned that she just mixed for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she doesn't understand why you would ever drink, she's a very particular person. She doesn't understand why you would ever drink liquor not on the rocks. Like, she's like, don't try and hide it. Don't try and hide what it is. It is what it is.
Look, you're not hiding the liquor. It's like a good bra, gives it support.
I don't know what a bra is, because that doesn't exist yet, fashion-wise.
Oh yeah, because I totally know the history of fashion.
Hey, did I hear you talking about brewing techniques?
Yeah, you brew?
Yeah, I do. What kind of techniques do you use?
Well, I've been trying to distill using trace amounts of some various different herbs.
Oh, interesting. We get into a very in-depth discussion about how to brew things and what herbs to use and, like the equipment that should be used.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you certainly do. What are you doing?
I'm lurking in the corner. There's not a lot of fighting other races, but there's a lot of,
Pretty safe there, down there at the bottom of your ocean, huh?
Well, there's a lot of sea monsters and elementals and stuff that we have to fight.
But you don't have to deal with people. Harder to kill people.
I think you're wrong there, buddy.
And you continue having this argument where he keeps arguing that his job is harder than your old job was, and he doesn't give up. And the human there is just sort of like... I'm from here. It's nice here. I don't have to kill people. Why are you proud of this? Let's establish where things are. There's a young human boy talking, sort of still probably attempting to talk a little across the bar to this large buff tiefling who's helping serve drinks.
And also doing a lot of, looking around warily and seeing if his backpack is still there.
Mm-hmm. Checking his pockets a lot.
Yeah.
There's these sort of a little dejected high elf on stage just finishing a song, while half listening, half arguing about whose job is harder. Is a fair buffer even than the tiefling, truly ripped Triton is arguing with two guards about just about guarding and what guarding is like. And in sort of a shadowy little corner, maybe perched on a chair instead of sitting on it, a tabaxi flips through a book. And then, suddenly, the world shakes.
So these things are little, right?
Oh, they're small.
Okay. Can I attempt... Am I near the one that crashed in the tables?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Can I attempt to pick it up and throw it outside of the tavern?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you about these things real quick. So, you can try. You can definitely try. Touching them, not going to be pleasant.
Like how unpleasant?
Like damage, unpleasant.
That's fine. I'm the tank. It's fine.
Alright, so we're going to roll contested athletics checks.
Nat 20!
That's hilarious because I rolled a nat 19, but that's not going to beat that.
To go.
As you start going out, you crash into this high elf running back in who's like pretty freaked out, but did kill one of the things. Like, was kind of impressive there.
And you're coming back out with me. Come on, we need an extra set of hands to figure out what's going on in the city here.
Okay. I'll warn you that thing I did, I can't really do again, and my other thing is fire, which I don't think works against these things.
We'll see.
I can do things that aren't fire.
Cool. Well, then that's at least 3 of us.
I scurry out of the tavern and catch up to the group.
Also, can anyone heal? Because I kind of got exploded on.
You can also
Yeah, you
take a
did.
short rest before you run back out if any of you have anything you'd like
We'll
to
just sit down
replenish.
and have some relaxing time.
Well,
Am I
It's
within,
about
like...
10 minutes to regroup after the world broke.
Are they, like, can I see them? How far away am I?
So you're probably, there's like about 15 feet past the end of the road with the tavern. You can probably hear them. That's where the debris sort of piles up too much and it's hard to get through.
Right.
This was pretty close.
Right, I head back.
So you can probably hear them gathering up people to head out.
Yeah, I head back and meet up with them.
So
And actually, as you consider taking a short rest, what you do get is a 13-year-old kid with stars in his eyes runs up to you and presses something he appears to have gotten out, and he does have his sister running after him, sort of being like, "What the? No! No! Ah!" As he presses a common healing potion into your hand and says, "Go save the city. You're gonna be amazing."
I'll drink it, yeah. I probably look it over to make sure that, like, it is like a young child giving this to me.
Roll, it's fine. Roll 2d4 plus 2, and the sister gets there just as you come, and she's
2d4 plus 2 for a challenge?
yeah,
I thought it was 1d...
No, it's
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
As the sister sort of comes just as you upend the rest of it, and she's like,
Oh, I'm back up to full.
"We spent a lot of money on that. It's for a tavern."
Here.
It'll be my performance
No.
fee.
You hit a growth spurt kind of recently, and it's a little, you're not super still familiar with like where your limbs end, and you actually sort of
Yeah.
slip and scrape up your elbow a little bit, and you can't get up on your own.
Can I give them a hand up?
Yeah, roll another athletics check.
Modified 20.
Yeah, as you're sort of nursing this scraped elbow, blue-skinned, right?
Yeah.
Reaches down and,
Thanks.
and just easily hauls you. It's so, he's light as a feather. He should probably eat more.
Yeah. You get enough to eat, kid?
Yeah, I get plenty to eat.
You're a little scrawny.
Well, I read a lot and do, alchemy and stuff.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't really get out much.
Nothing
What are
wrong
you
with that.
reading?
As the fire
Well, I mean, I assume we're like making conversation as we're
Yeah, I mean, I assume
we're
we're walking.
You're standing on top of the pile.
No, I'm trying to get to know these people I randomly have to go save a city with.
I do alchemy a lot. I make potions and stuff. I know about herbs and things. I'm really useful, I promise. I just am not very good at climbing, okay? I'm Theo, by the way.
Euterpe, hi.
Just to clarify for the audience, this scrawny, mid-teens kid, human, with sort of, definitely some charcoal smudges now from rolling around on the ground, carrying sort of like a bunch of different vials, sort of. Do you have a belt for it, or is it in your bag?
I think I have both.
Okay, so a little on the belt, a little like bag. Very careful about those, not necessarily careful about a whole lot of other things all the time. Is sort of, are you shaking hands?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do a
assuming
very...
that's like custom.
That's sort of it's a pretty universal custom
Yeah.
in this, because I didn't think about greeting customs. It's not what Kirtor elves do, but you adjust it, because
Yeah.
what Kirtor elves do takes 10 minutes.
Humans and their time constraints.
And standing in front of you is a tall, willowy, I would say, silver-skinned, blue-haired half-elf clutching...
Not half elf.
Not half-elf, full elf. High elf is what I meant. Half and high both start with H. High elf, with clutching a very fancy fiddle that she's been doing some very good work with. Well, as long as she's not actually performing.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on the performance. And what are your names?
Oh, I'm Vantus.
And you, how tall are you, by the way?
About 5'6".
Okay, so shorter than a lot of people here, I think. I think most of you are actually taller than that. But definitely buffer than 3/5 of you. This bright red skinned tiefling with a golden lion tattoo is exposed at the moment, who, you know, like, it's older than the rest of you, a little more sure of herself, and is definitely friends with the people who ran that tavern y'all were just in.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I shake everybody's hand.
Dust. My tail gives a little flick. Can we get down? Can we get on?
Sorry, I've been assuming we were walking.
No, I think you all stopped to have this moment. You all were like, oh, thank God, we're at the top of this wall. I don't know any of your names.
That's
I feel
totally
like you all
a
got
Theo
distracted,
thing.
and I was like,
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. You're not a bandit, are you?
No.
Or in the employ of bandits? Or of people who might employ bandits?
I am a bodyguard for a noble family.
Great! Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We can unpack that one later.
And he's stealing my style, which just offends me on a personal
Or,
level.
alternatively, you're stealing the fire creature style. I mean, it has a little more claim to fire culturally than you, maybe. Just pointing.
God, cultural appropriation.
I learned Fireball at a fine elvish institution. I don't know what you're talking about.
Because elves never appropriate any cultures.
Underestimating the values of cultural mixing here. It's keeping us alive.
I'd probably be dead if not for you.
There'd probably be people who are dead if not for you. I mean, if we're getting into that bit.
Do you want to show us to the guardhouse?
We're here. It's like right here. We're gonna enter.
Oh yes, that's what we're showing us this guardhouse out. We missed it.
We're walking through the courtyard right now. It's crammed full of people, and we're gonna pick up their next episode.
What is this episode thing you're talking about, Nassim?
Nassim's well versed in narrative structure.
Oh, is that a wall that you're breaking right now? It looks so breakable.
Well, no, all the walls are already shattered. Do you not?
No, there's 3 that are standing, but the 4th one is gone.
Yeah, so that's the first session.